What's up, everybody? It's Keefy. You're watching the Weekly Ritual, Ghost Cult's news show, right here on YouTube. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. GhostCultMag.com is a small business. With that out of the way, let's get into it.
In case you missed it, features a Ghost Cult.
We kick this week's features off with a gang of interviews. We talked to Biff and Byford of Heavy Water, the side project from the legendary Saxon frontman. Their new album, Red Brick City, is out now. We also talked to Doug and Scot of Grinder Blues. Doug, of course, is the frontman of King's X and a bunch of other bands. Their new album, El Dos, is out now. We also talked to legendary drummer Josh Freese. You know his work from DEVO and the Offspring and Vandals and Sting and a million other bands. His new solo album, Just a Minute Volume 1, is out today on Loose Groove Records. As a reminder, Ghost Cult just turned 9, and you can celebrate and party with us on Gimme Metal on a show hosted by me on November 9th. The link is below to sign up for free for Gimme Metal Radio. You can also catch me on the Glacially Musical Podcast once a week. That's right, I said podcast, not podcast. And you can hear me and host Nick Cameron debate records, swear a lot, and drink beer. You have one more week left to sign up for the Casket Robbery and Ghost Cult Halloween merch giveaway. Sign up at the link below.
And now, the news rundown.
Kicking things off with some tours and fests, Metallica has booked an awesome early 2022 show at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada. Tickets are on sale today. It's part of a 2-night bill with Billy Joel on the second night, weirdly. What a 1-2 punch that is, Metallica and Billy Joel. They have also rebooked their many times canceled South American tour. Kicking off this week, Gwar and Napalm Death head out on the road for a bunch of killer tour dates with I Hate God in support. This is going to be one of the best shows of the fall since shows have come back. Don't miss it when it comes to your town. Our favorite festival in the world, Roadburn Festival in Tilburg, Netherlands, is coming back in 2022. They did an incredible virtual festival this year. Now they're coming back in person, and they've named their curators and announced the first batch of bands, and it's gonna be sick. First off, Over, one of our favorite bands, is gonna do stuff from their new album, Flowers of Evil. The curators of Roadburn 22 are Milena Eva and Thomas Sharon of Gold, the Dutch band. Liturgy is going to do a special set and performances. James Kenta Perturbator and Johannes from Cult of Luna are going to team up to perform a commission piece. Joe Quayle is going to perform her commission piece. Vile Creature and Bismuth are finally going to unite and play their collaborative song, A Hymn of Loss and Hope. Full of Hell and Nothing are going to play, and Full of Hell is going to play 4 times over the weekend. Alcest and Solstafir are going to play classic albums in full. It's going to be nuts, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. Information about Roadburn can be found at the link below. Bring Me the Horizon has announced a headline show at the world-famous Whiskey A Go-Go in LA right before Knotfest Los Angeles in November, just next week. You can get tickets now. I have a feeling it's going to be sold out because the whiskey's tiny, but awesome to get one Bring Me the Horizon headline show in America this year. Trivium has unfortunately postponed their twice postponed tour to 2023. This is their UK tour. Heaven Shall Burn will still open those dates if you have bought a ticket already. Your ticket is still good. Hang on to it if you can and help the band. Malevolence is going to open those shows, but a bummer as we are now starting to see some shows pushed even beyond 2022 because of the backup of all the tours and fests. Death metal greats Narcotic Wasteland have booked a short tour of the US kicking off next week, and they're going to get support from Unmerciful, one date in Texas with the Genre Torturers, Gorgatron, and a bunch of other killer bands. Don't miss your chance to see one of the best technical death metal bands around. Proggy metalcore band Volumes is kicking off a new tour. They've got a brand new album coming out soon, and they're going to be joined by Varials, Unity TX, and The Kingsmen. Dragon Force has dropped a new video and a single, all to promote their upcoming album and brand new tour. They're going to hit the US with Battle Beast and Seven Spires next spring. Red alert, y'all! Sleep is back. They have announced 3 shows next spring in April, including a 420 date for you stoners. Awesome news. We talked to Matt Pike recently in an interview that's going to air next week here at Ghost Cult, and he talked all about the comeback of Sleep, his solo music, and more. Atlanta black metalers Cloak have booked a new tour, and they're going to have direct support from Demiser as they tear through the northeast and the southeast of America. Another band with a new album coming out soon is Omnium Gatherum, and they have booked a brand new headline tour in North America, kicking off next spring with direct support from Allegion and Black Crown Initiate. What a tour! Former Gaslight Anthem member Brian Fallon is dropping a Christmas album of all things next week, and he's booked an extensive tour including 4 sold-out shows in December in his home state of New Jersey. Floridian death metal legends Deicide will embark on a headline tour next year to celebrate 30 years of their classic album Legion. Arch Enemy is back. They dropped their first new single and video in 4 years. Deceiver Deceiver is a killer track. The video is a lot of fun, and it's their first new music from their expected next full-length album coming out on Metal Blade Records early next year. Forever Pranksters Mastodon have dropped a series of new videos that are hilarious, all to promote their new album Hushed and Grim, out today on Reprise Records. You can check out our review at the link below. Do you love social media? Do you spend all day on the endless scroll of social media sites? Are you on TikTok? Ghost Cult is on TikTok, but you know who else is on TikTok? Led Zeppelin and Apocalyptica joined TikTok this week, and you can follow them for all kinds of archival content, live stuff, and more. After years of teasing the fans, Henry Derek Ellis, the frontman of Scar the Martyr and a solo artist, has announced the debut album from his band Qualm, I believe it's Calm or Qualm, and they're going to drop that album in early 2022. Stay tuned for more news on that. Brooklyn, New York's The Amatory Murders dropped a killer cover of Smashing Pumpkins' classic Zero. It's super creepy and groovy right in time for Halloween, and the video was shot and produced and filmed by their frontman, Sean Murder. If you watched football this week, you no doubt saw Alice Cooper in the new Progressive Insurance commercial. He co-stars with Baker Mayfield and his wife in Cleveland Stadium. It's wild. Progressive Insurance is a fun brand, and the Coop is no stranger to helping promote cool things. Rocker Dave Grohl is everywhere lately with his new book out, The Storyteller, and he has finally weighed in on Spencer Eldon, the Nirvana baby, who is suing the band and Courtney Love and a bunch of other people. And Dave Grohl commented that all you need to know about Spencer is that he has a Nirvana tattoo of the Nevermind album cover, and Dave, who played on it, doesn't. Wah wah. Killer supergroup Corroded Spiral has been announced, and it is incredible the talent in this band. Igor Cavalera, D-Wood Helwin of Integrity, and Cardo Pusher, the Venezuelan electronic music artist. Those guys are coming together to make some awesome metal, and we're going to hear the first single very soon. In a new wide-ranging interview with Eddie Trunk on his Trunk Nation show on SiriusXM, David Ellefson, formerly of Megadeth, discusses his disappointment from being removed from that band, fired summarily after his big sex scandal. He talks about his new band, Lucid, which has a brand new debut album, which is awesome. It's got members of Sponge and Fear Factory on it. And he generally talks about his hope for the future and making new music and other things. But it's definitely a very good interview you want to check out. Lucid will play only their second series of shows this weekend at Schiller Theater Con in Parsippany, New Jersey. For the second week in a row, a rock or metal band has hit the Billboard charts under the top 20. Ice Nine Kills' new album is out now, and they hit 18, selling about 25,000 records combined between physical and spins on streaming. Congratulations, you guys. They're on a bunch of charts. Number 1 on the rock chart, number 2 on a bunch of other charts, but number 18 on the Billboard 200. Very impressive for an underground metal band.
And now for a look at who rules at streaming.
This week's Who Rules at Streaming, we once again welcome back Slate Homefest. Metal Injection's charity-driven Slate Homefest is back. We're so stoked, and it's supporting a super important cause, the Center for Reproductive Rights. Women's rights are under attack, and we're going to fight back with metal. Slate Home's guest featured Barney Greenway of Napalm Death, and a bunch of crushing bands: Align the Tide, After My Fall, Varmia, Blue Ox, Aeolian, Noctiferia, The Last Martyr, Martyrium, Under Attack, and Paranoid. It was killer.
And now for a look at some of the music on New Music Friday.
Ad Infinitum, Chapter 2, Legacy, Napalm Records, Archspire, Bleed the Future, Season of Mist, Best Starter, Satan's Loss of Sun, Season of Mist, Beast in Black, Dark Connection, Nuclear Blast Records, Beget the Nephilim, 2, The Grand Procession, Noble Demon, Bellacore, Coherence, Napalm Records, Bizarre, Invocation Codex, Transcending Obscurity, Black Veil Brides, The Phantom Tomorrow, Sumerian, Ex Mortis, Legions of the Undead EP, Frozen Soul, Encased in Ice re-release, Century Media Records, Ghost Bath, Self-Loather, Nuclear Blast Records, Goat Torment, Fort Tongues, Season of Mist and Underground Activities, Grand Cadaver, Into the Maw of Death, Majestic Mountain, Jerry Cantrell, Brighton, Self-Released, Kaio Dot, moss grew on the swords and plowshares alike. Prophecy, Lucifer. 4. Century Media Records, Mastodon, Hushed and Grim, Reprise, Monolord, Your Time to Shine, Relapse Records, Motorhead, Everything Louder Forever, BMG, Nuclear Death, Harmony Drinks of Me, Moribund, Overkill, The Atlantic Years, 1986 to 1994 box set, Atlantic, Running Wild, Blood on Blood, SPV and Steam Hammer, Sunless, Yelp, Willowtip, Volcandra, A Dying Wish, Napalm Records, Vomit Spell, Self-Titled, FDA, and Whitechapel, Kin, Metal Blade Records.
And now for a look in our mailbag.
This week's mailbag features this awesome vinyl I got today from Green Jelly, Garbage Pail Kids. This thing's amazing. I haven't even opened it from the wrap yet. It's got awesome artwork on the front cover in the Green Jelly or Green Jello style. I still call them Green Jello. I don't care about Jello and their lawsuits. The back cover is awesome with these Garbage Pail Kids type cards on the back. But Green Jelly continues to be the outpouring of the great artist and musician Bill Manspeaker. They are always on tour. Now that the pandemic is winding down, they are out on the road. Go catch them and have the time of your life and rock out to some Green Jelly. Of course, this album has a bunch of new music and Three Little Pigs, the classic track from the band. You made it to this part of the show, so you know what time it is. It's the end. GhostCoatMag.com is a small business, and we really appreciate you watching. So smash that like button, ding that notifications bell, and find out when we drop a new video, at least 3, every week. As we say every week at this juncture of the show, it's a tough time in the world. So please, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and stay fucking metal.